Picture this. Drums echo through the ancient forests of Kogi State as masked figures emerge from the shadows, their elaborate costumes swaying with each calculated step. The air thrums with ancestral energy as the Abira people gather for one of Africa's most mesmerizing cultural spectacles. But what you're witnessing isn't just performance art or tourist entertainment. This is something far more profound, something that bridges worlds both seen and unseen. Today, we're diving deep into the extraordinary world of Abira masquerade festivals, where ancient wisdom dances with modern reality in ways that will challenge everything you think you know about tradition in the 21st century. I'm your host, and welcome to a journey that will take us beyond the surface of cultural celebration into the heart of spiritual connection. The Abira people have called the verdant hills and valleys of Kogi State home for centuries, but their masquerade traditions tell a story that reaches far beyond geographical boundaries. These aren't costumes or entertainment pieces designed for outside observers. Each mask, each dance movement, each rhythmic beat carries the weight of ancestral communication and spiritual responsibility. When an Abira masquerader dons their sacred attire, they're not simply putting on clothing. They're becoming a vessel for forces that their communities believe transcend the physical realm. The transformation is so complete that family members who know the person beneath the mask will treat them as entirely different beings during the ceremony. Children who might have played with the masquerader just hours before will approach with reverence and sometimes fear, understanding instinctively that something greater now inhabits that familiar form. The crafting of these masks represents an art form that has survived colonial influences, missionary activities, and the rapid modernization of Nigerian society. Master craftsmen, known locally as skilled artisans, spend months preparing single pieces. They select specific woods, often from trees that hold spiritual significance within Abira cosmology. The carving process itself becomes a ritual, with the artisan observing certain prohibitions and performing cleansing ceremonies before touching chisel to wood. But here's where the story becomes even more fascinating. These ancient practices haven't been preserved in museums or relegated to special occasions that happen once a year for tourists. Instead, they pulse through contemporary Abira life in ways that might surprise you. Walk through modern Abira communities, and you'll find young professionals who check their smartphones between traditional ceremony preparations. University graduates who return home to participate in rituals their great-grandparents would immediately recognize. The masquerade festivals serve multiple functions within Abira society. They're spiritual ceremonies, yes, but they're also judicial proceedings, entertainment, social bonding experiences, and educational platforms rolled into one. When community disputes arise, certain masquerades possess the authority to mediate and render decisions that carry significant weight within the community. These masked arbitrators draw their legitimacy not from legal training, but from their connection to ancestral wisdom and community trust. During major festivals, different categories of masqueraders emerge, each with distinct roles and significance. Some represent protective spirits who bless crops and ensure good harvests. Others embody warriors who defend the community from spiritual threats. Still others serve as messengers between the living and the dead, carrying prayers upward and bringing guidance downward. The music accompanying these ceremonies deserves its own discussion. Abira drummers undergo years of training, not just in rhythmic techniques, but in the spiritual protocols that govern their instruments. Certain drum patterns can only be played during specific ceremonies. Others are believed to carry such power that playing them incorrectly could bring misfortune to the entire community. The relationship between drummer and instrument becomes almost shamanic, with the musician serving as both performer and spiritual guide. What makes the Abira approach particularly remarkable is how they've maintained these traditions while embracing technological advancement and modern education. In many Abira households today, you'll find family members who are doctors, engineers, teachers, and business owners alongside relatives who serve as traditional spiritual practitioners. Rather than seeing these as conflicting worldviews, the Abira often view them as complementary aspects of complete living. A young Abira woman might spend her weekdays managing a computer software business in Abuja, then return home for weekend ceremonies where she participates in ancient rituals, exactly as her ancestors did generations ago. She doesn't see contradiction in consulting both medical doctors and traditional healers. Her smartphone contains both business contacts and the ceremonial calendar for upcoming masquerade festivals. This integration extends into the masquerade traditions themselves. While the core spiritual elements remain unchanged, practical adaptations have emerged. Solar-powered sound systems might amplify traditional drums. LED lights incorporated into costumes create stunning visual effects while respecting traditional color symbolism. Social media helps coordinate community participation and preserve ceremony footage for educational purposes. The Abira approach to documentation and sharing represents another fascinating aspect of their cultural adaptation. Rather than viewing their traditions as secrets to be hoarded, many communities now see controlled sharing as a form of cultural preservation. They create educational materials, explaining the history and significance of their practices, always being careful to distinguish between information that can be shared publicly and knowledge that remains sacred to initiates only. This careful balance reflects deep wisdom about cultural survival in a globalized world. The Abira understand that complete secrecy often leads to tradition death, especially as young people migrate to cities for education and employment opportunities. By sharing appropriate aspects of their culture, they create pathways for cultural appreciation while maintaining the integrity of their most sacred practices. The economic impact of these festivals also demonstrates practical wisdom. Masquerade celebrations draw visitors from across Nigeria and beyond, bringing income to local communities through accommodation, food sales, craft purchases, and guide services. Rather than commodifying their spirituality, successful Abira communities have learned to share their cultural richness while maintaining clear boundaries around sacred elements. The preparation periods leading up to major festivals reveal another layer of community sophistication. Months before celebrations begin, elaborate planning processes unfold involving traditional authorities, craft specialists, musicians, security coordinators, and logistical teams. Young people learning traditional skills work alongside elders passing down generational knowledge. The festivals become intensive cultural education experiences disguised as celebrations. Women play crucial roles in these traditions, though their participation often differs from male involvement. Female specialists create the textiles and decorative elements that transform basic masks into powerful spiritual vessels. They prepare special foods required for ceremonies and maintain the oral traditions that preserve the stories behind each masquerade character. Their knowledge proves essential to maintaining cultural authenticity across generations. The Abira masquerade tradition also serves as a powerful example of indigenous knowledge systems that deserve recognition alongside academic approaches to understanding the world. The ecological wisdom embedded in these practices, from sustainable harvesting of craft materials to seasonal ceremony timing that aligns with agricultural cycles, offers insights relevant to contemporary environmental challenges. Perhaps most importantly, these traditions provide Abira communities with strong identity foundations that help resist the homogenizing pressures of globalization while remaining open to beneficial changes from outside their culture. They've created frameworks for evaluating new ideas and technologies based on whether they strengthen or weaken community bonds and spiritual connections. The resilience of Abira masquerade traditions offers hope for other indigenous communities worldwide struggling to maintain cultural authenticity while adapting to rapidly changing global circumstances. Their success demonstrates that preservation doesn't require isolation, and adaptation doesn't demand abandoning core values. As we conclude this exploration into the remarkable world of Abira masquerade festivals, we're reminded that true cultural richness lies not in museum displays or tourist performances, but in living traditions that continue evolving while honoring their deepest roots. The Abira people have shown us that ancient wisdom and modern innovation can dance together as gracefully as any masquerader moving to ancestral rhythms. These traditions challenge us to reconsider our assumptions about progress and tradition, spirituality and practicality, individual achievement and community belonging. If you enjoyed this journey into the world of Abira masquerade traditions, like, comment, and subscribe for more cultural explorations that honor the wisdom of our shared human heritage, only on Heritage Finder.